You don't learn a new skill, you become it, on the inside first. I am Marcus Voss. I've spent years studying what hijacks our focus, what buries our potential, and how to reconstruct it, quietly, deeply. Here you won't find hype, only structure, only real frameworks that empower your mind to operate differently. Because mastering any craft starts not with the hands or the hours, but with the mental architecture behind every move. And if you're ready to build that, this is where we begin. Your mind isn't weak, it's unstructured. You're not failing because you lack discipline. You've been trying to think clearly without a scaffold. Trying to master any skill while your mental framework is leaking focus is like building a skyscraper on shifting sand. Every distraction, every open tab, every unlabeled thought chips away at your foundation. Your brain works against you, not because it's broken, but because it's being asked to hold more than it was designed to without a map. Noise in your environment, lack of ritual, internal clutter, these are the hidden currents dragging your attention off course. You wake up with ambition, but by afternoon you feel fogged, overwhelmed, scattered. You oscillate between bursts of drive and sudden retreats. Guilt follows every lapse, intention dissolves into inertia. You believe that trying harder will solve it, but you're exhausting yourself. This isn't a matter of pushing more, it's a matter of designing differently. That fog you feel, it has a source. If you can see the system that's sabotaging your clarity, you can begin to dismantle it and build something better from the inside out. You've woken up determined, but by mid-afternoon your energy is flat and your focus is gone. You don't just feel scattered, you feel small, ashamed of where your mind sank, even though you promised yourself you'd stay on track. Trying to be more disciplined hasn't worked, not because you lack will, but because the weight you carry is invisible. You sit at your desk, you open a document, you tell yourself, I'll begin now. 10 seconds later, a notification, a thought, you shift screens, you scroll, you tell yourself, okay, after this. But after this leads to dozens of micro escapes. At night you close your laptop with hundreds of tabs open, circles in your notebook, but no progress. Your mind races, your body steals. You're doing a lot, yet nothing moves forward. This isn't just distraction, it's a loop. Intention, friction, impulse, guilt, paralysis. And it repeats daily until you start to believe you are the problem. But the truth is, you don't fail because you're weak. You fail because your environment is built to hijack your attention. The system you live within, the mental noise, the lack of rituals, the blurred boundaries, the unstructured time, all conspire to fragment your mind. You've been fighting within chaos, and no amount of effort can win when the system itself is leaking. So as frustrating as this feels, it's also a signal. This pattern has a reason. Your brain is reacting exactly how it was trained to. The good news? When you understand that reason, everything begins to shift. Your brain isn't betraying you, it's doing exactly what it was built to do. It's trying to conserve energy, avoid conflict, and favor known shortcuts over unknown effort. When a task becomes vague, overwhelming, or emotionally heavy, your mind doesn't fight, it retreats. It seeks quick rewards, distraction, relief. This is not weakness, it's biology. Your limbic system, the emotional core, is wired for instant reward, not delayed goals, forever scanning for comfort. When focus asks of it something uncertain, it defaults to safety, scrolling, switching, numbing. These impulses aren't failures, they're reflexes. Imagine your attention like water flowing through land. In a flat field, it spreads steam, foams, evaporates. In a defined channel, it flows deep and strong. You've been trying to pour water across sand and expecting rivers to form. Your mind follows the path of least resistance. But here's the promise. Your brain is plastic. You can shape new channels, you can instruct flow. This is neuroplasticity, the ability of your mind to rewire itself based on repeated cues and structure. Not by forcing it, but by creating context it can trust. You don't need more willpower. You need a system that teaches your brain how to focus. You need to chart roads through the overgrowth. And each time you repeat a clearer gesture, a more intentional pause, you deepen that road. You're not just doing a practice, you're creating a new terrain for your mind to live in. Now that you see why your brain behaves this way, let me show you a simple gesture that helps it respond differently. It starts today. I call this ritual the mind reset knot. It's not a task, it's a lived gesture, a thread you tie between your distracted mind and the clarity you're craving. With just this knot, you send a signal deep into your nervous system. I am ready for structure. How to do the mind reset knot, your 24-hour challenge. Choose your space. Find one small corner, your desk, a chair by the window, or the edge of your bed. Silence your phone. No open tabs, no distractions. Sit or stand upright, feet grounded firmly. Center and breathe. Close your eyes. Take 3 deliberate breaths. Inhale calm, exhale tension. On the third exhale, gently extend one hand in front of you, palm facing upward, fingers relaxed. Tie the knot. Slowly draw an invisible knot. Loop your finger in the air, left down, right up, completing one symbolic knot. As you trace, feel the gesture, connect your intention with presence. Do this knot once, no hurry. Name the node. In silence, ask, what is the one focus I choose now? Without overthinking, let one word or phrase arise. Speak it quietly or write it down. One word, one line. Anchor it. Return your hand to rest. Keep that word in awareness for 30 seconds. Whenever distraction creeps in later, repeat, not plus that word. Do this ritual at least 3 times today. Why this works? Your brain responds not to pressure, but to context. By creating a ritual, a specific space, movement, and word, you offer your nervous system a new pathway to follow. This is neuroplasticity in action. Repetition plus structured cue equals new wiring. You're not just performing a trick, you're training your brain's next response. From impulse retreat to not re-engage. Over time, this subtle ritual becomes internal architecture. Your mind begins to expect clarity when it senses the knot. You shift from chasing focus to welcoming it. Begin now. Identity shift. Don't wait to feel ready. Begin now. With this small gesture, you broadcast to your brain, I'm not passive, I'm designing clarity. Your first knot today becomes the foundation, the signal that your mind is reconnecting to presence. You saw that the struggle to learn isn't about talent, it's about traction. That your mind isn't resisting growth, it's craving structure. That every distraction, every restart wasn't weakness, it was the system repeating itself. And for the first time, maybe you didn't try to push harder. You paused, you listened, you tied a knot, and in doing so, you rewrote the start of a new pattern. You didn't went here by accident, and you didn't stay without reason. Every time you repeat this ritual, this awareness, you're teaching your brain a new way of being. Not perfectly, but consistently. If today you felt the edge of clarity, the next step is to build the system that makes it last. If in the last episode you saw how hidden habits sabotage your clarity, today you felt the shift. Mastery doesn't start with pressure, it begins with structure. One ritual, one decision, one clear signal to your brain. We're building something new. Change My Mind isn't just a course, it's a system, built to anchor your focus, rebuild your routine, and rewire how your mind responds to pressure, distraction, and chaos. Grounded in neuroscience, designed for real life. If your progress feels like false starts and unfinished intentions, this isn't about effort, it's about having a system that supports who you're becoming. Change My Mind gives you that system, quietly, strategically, one shift at a time. The link is in the description. And this program is only available through this channel. Click now to access Change My Mind and start designing the mental structure your future requires. If this episode helped you reconnect, share it with someone stuck in self-doubt, and comment below what's the one habit that breaks your focus the fastest. In our next episode, Raciocinio afiado, eserciti sua mente para pensar mais rápido, will unlock how your brain can think faster when you train it the right way. I'm Marcus Voss, specialist in focus, mental clarity, and cognitive structure, and your next chapter starts now.